from that, let's go to the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani is not going to go to home run derby. He's going to continue to rehab that right elbow. Obviously, there is concern with the amount of stress a player puts on his body during home run derby. They don't want to run the risk, even though Major League Baseball just this past week changed the structure of home run derby. It'll just be the top 4 guys after their at-bats who move on. It's not going to be head-to-head competition. You're going to limit the number of pitches a guy is going to see. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of stress with these guys and the power swings, etc. Ohtani is not going to participate. Piece of good news, but it's only the first piece of good news, first step forward. Clayton Kershaw, who shut down for about 10 days with soreness in the surgically repaired shoulder, has thrown his first bullpen. He'll try to throw another. Then he's going to throw off a major league mound. Then he'll throw some batting practice. He was asked how he feels. He says, I feel okay, but let's be realistic, guys. I have an old man arm at where he is, but Kershaw has taken first step forward. Yash Yamamoto, who had the brilliant start and went down with the strained rotator cuff, is not feeling any pain. He's doing all types of weight work and stress. He's not thrown yet, so he's a ways away from being ready to rejoin the Dodger rotation. And then, of course, we talked about Preller and potential trades. You got Andrew Friedman and Brandon Gomes as general manager, and they have resources. They have assets, and they're not afraid to take on salary. The Dodgers have been in contact with the Chicago White Sox about the ace of the pitching staff, Garrett, Crochet. He's got 2 years of arbitration eligibility left, but the price to get him will be steep. The Dodgers are also talking about ex-St. Louis Cardinal pitcher Jack Flaherty, who's had a siege of injuries but has bounced back and has had a really competitive season with Detroit. And they're talking to the Mets about Luis Severino, who at one time was a pretty solid pitcher with the New York Yankees. He's not been the same pitcher, but he gets guys out. He might be a back end of the rotation guy. So it looks like the Dodgers might be ready to jump in the trade market just because of the injury situation to so many of their pitchers and the great unknown about Kershaw, the great unknown with Walker Buehler, the great unknown with Dustin May. So that's my Dodger report. And John Riley from left field, what have you got to say?
Well, they lost last night 12-4 to the Arizona Diamondbacks, so their pitching got roughed up. What's the status on Bobby Miller? I mean, he was down doing the AAA rehab. Has he come back to the big club?
Yeah, he's made 2 starts. He has struggled. He's got no arm problems. His velocity is not quite where it was before. They're monitoring his innings and pitches thrown. He's had 2 competitive starts, but he's also had a bad inning in each of them, but he is back into the rotation. So you got Tyler Glasnow. You got Gavin Stone, who was 9-2 and had the lead last night, and the bullpen gave it up in that 12-run debacle to the Arizona Diamondbacks. And then after that, you're wishing and hoping Bobby Miller can hang in there. That gives you 3 starters, but they're as wafer thin on starters as the Padres are. So if you're a Padre fan, if you're a Dodger fan, wherever you're watching us on live stream right now, jump into the Fans Forum chat box. Give us your impressions. Are you concerned the Padres have enough arms? Do you think the Dodgers will make a trade? Because they've always been aggressive at the trade deadline to add depth to their pitching staff. So that's the baseball topic on the table.